I've had one of those days today where I've done loads of stuff, but don't ask me what. Hi everyone, it's Mike here, welcome back. So today I've got out my Momigami journal, if you remember, the one that I put together with scraps of newspaper last year. So I'm going to be doing just a quick kind of collage play in the journal today. It's been one of them days today when I've been really busy, not really had a chance to sit and do anything. I've been doing stuff mostly for other people today. So I wanted just to spend a little bit of me time, because, you know, we need it occasionally, and just do a quick kind of relaxing art journal page. So I've got some dictionary pages which I've torn just into fragments here. What I want to do is I want to glue them down to create a kind of landscape, if you like, a kind of hill kind of shape. I've got some matte medium, so I'm just going to squidge some down onto the page, just build up a couple of layers. Paintbrush, there we go. So I'll just whack some of that down. I'm going to be doing 2 or 3 different layers, so, and this will dry completely clear. So, all right, so we'll start off about there, and then we'll just quickly go over. So I've been over to Mum and Dad's today, helped Mum with her shopping, and all right, so this one will go over here, like so. So that can go down, and helped with her housework, the stuff that she can't normally do, vacuum the stairs and move the couch and get behind skirting boards, all that, so she can't get down on her hands and knees very easily these days, being 82 and all that kind of stuff. All right, so a little bit more, so I'll put a bit more down, and then we'll go into this corner like so. And then the final piece, just to cover that corner up there, like, oh, I'll take that right into the corner, I think, about there. There we go. So at the moment, you can't really see where one goes and the other one overlaps. So what we'll do, we'll drop that in some water, quickly get that dried off, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that's pretty much dry now. So I've got a brown Stabilo all pencil. So all I want to do is just kind of follow that line of the paper where we've stuck it down, so I can see where it kind of flows that way, and then up that way over there. So I'm just going to create a little bit of kind of shading just with the pencil, and then I'm going to come in with a paintbrush, some water. I'll just put, actually, I've got a paint mat kicking about somewhere. Yes, there we go. That'll make it easier. Make it easier to see. Just squidge a bit of water down on there. Activate the brush. And just bring it down. So you can just kind of see it is kind of light. And then I think, is there a green one in there? No, it's the only one I'm actually missing, the green. So what I'll do, have I got my, one of my Vivids, and I've been using these quite a lot recently, but they are so versatile. I'm looking for my Robin Hood, there it is, Robin Hood, which is green. Do a little couple of blobs down there, and then just activate that. There we go. Mix some of that in. Not going right to the edges. Just kind of mix that in a little bit down there. Kind of gives us a sort of an abstracty landscape. I wasn't really intending to use these Vivids today, but put them there, why not? So let's just quickly get rid of that. I think as soon as we've actually got that one out, let's have a look, see if we can find the original oak, which is a brown. And then we can just help. Oh, a bit too much there, I think. So, it doesn't really matter. We'll put a little bit of green in there. Just kind of blend them together. There you go. I didn't really want to seem like a kind of broken record with these Vivid inks, but you can see how sort of versatile they can be. I don't know what happened there. My camera just decided to shut off. And it's not the battery. Wi-Fi connections, eh? Supposed to be. Right, okie dokes. So we've got that little bit of landscape down there. So now I want to introduce some blue into the sky. But before I do that, I want to just add a little coat of white gesso. So I'll just grab my paintbrush. Gesso's gone a bit gloopy. That's probably because I've left the lid off, being the naughty boy that I am. Okay, so let's just do a quick kind of coat of white gesso. And I've gone over the top. Okay, so that will knock back as soon as it starts to dry. Okay, so first layer is dry, so I'm already on with layer number 2, which pretty much should be it, I think. That will do. So again, I'll get that dried off, get this tidied up, and I'll be back. Now that's dry, I've got some Deco Art Americana. This is Indian turquoise. So I have given it a shake up, but there you go. So I'm just going to put a couple of blobs around the page. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smear that around the page, just using a baby wipe. So this is a wet baby wipe. but I'm not going to do it all over. I want there to be some white patches left in there. So because we've used the gesso, what I can do is, if I can, now I may need to use a different one, a clean one. Now that I've got that, I can go back in with a clean one and just create some more kind of whitish spots. So we're just creating a kind of faux blue, kind of blue and white kind of mottled sky. So we'll get that dried off. That background's now dry, so I've gone ahead and I've sketched out a couple of kind of ethereal, kind of abstract-y figures with long, thin kind of legs. So, and I've just cut them out of some Tim Holtz paper. And all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of glue on those legs. Like so on that one. Flip it over. And glue that one down there. I'm going to get a little bit of the glue squidging out from underneath this, but that's okay. I can just rub it with my fingers and it will disappear. So there's that one. I did try to find my fine point applicator, but I think actually I threw it away because I think it blocked up and I couldn't get it I couldn't get it unblocked again, and I forgot to get a new one out. So I'll just stick that second one down. Sorry, I just had to stop the camera then, because Ian has just come back, just taken the dogs out and he's just got back. Of course, I've got the teas out and everything ready for the dogs, not for Ian. Okay. That's it. So those figures are now nicely kind of glued down and stuck down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring back those Stabilo All pencils. Now this time I'm going to use the black, and I'm just going to go around, because I haven't kind of gessoed over the top of these, so the paper is going to be quite absorbent. So I want to just kind of go around, just creating a little bit of a darker outline and shadow. So either on the paper or actually on the background, doesn't really matter. I just want to kind of make them pop, make them stand out, differentiate them from the background. And this kind of will diffuse a fair bit and soak hopefully into the actual paper itself, and also I'll be able to diffuse it around the page. So where's my little paintbrush? I'll need that paint mat back again to put some water down. There we go. That'll do. So even if it creates a fairly large shadow, don't mind that. I don't mind if it does actually go into the figure itself. I mean, if you have issues with drawing accurate like human figures, and a lot of people can't draw faces or people for whatever reason. Going a bit abstract is a great way to kind of not necessarily disguise that, but it's a great way of kind of intentionally taking attention away from the fact that, you know, you have difficulty drawing. So you can create a kind of halo, shadow kind of around your figures, just diffuse into the background. Grab a piece of tissue, and if you think there's too much, just take it away. Add some more water. The Stabilo oils are really kind of forgiving in that respect. You can push the pigment around, diffuse it, create shadows. Really sort of easily. A little bit more on top. There you go, because they will reactivate again. There we go. So I'll do the same thing with this one. You can always take some water off the brush. Quite a lot of pigment up there. Just diffuse it out. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it goes onto the paper, because there's a way around that, which we'll look at in a minute. Try and get right the way in. All the way up. Bring some of that down there. Bit more water. The great thing about these is you can add it and then take it away again, and because we've used gesso in the background as well, I can diffuse a bit more water. Just kind of soften it, just so that it pops a little bit in that background. Okay, I'm going to try and get that dried off, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that's dried off quite a bit. So now what I can do is I come in with one of these paint pens, and then we can just kind of add a little bit of sort of surreal highlights, if you like. Oh, are you coming in then? Mr. Bender just popped up. Hello, sweetie pie. He's obviously had his tea. So this is why I wasn't too bothered about the black, because I knew I could come back in and just create a few kind of like highlights on the characters, and they don't have to be perfect. Sketchy, yes, which is good. We like sketchy. Just make sure my pen's fully loaded. Try not to smudge where I've already been over here. We go. While we're at it, we can now start to maybe just help accentuate that background as well. Just to kind of break it up. Okay, so I'll just give that a quick blast and then I'll be right back. Okay, now that's dried, I just want to add a little bit of stamping into the background. So I've got this little stamp here, Collector's Edition #2, French script from Indigo Blue. It's just a tiny little thing. And all I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to pick up a little bit of ink and just add a little bit of stamping just here and there, just in the background. Just in that sky area. Just lightly. I think that's it actually. Don't want to do any more. Don't want to do any more. Okay, so I'll pop that away. And again, that VersaFine will take a little while to dry, so I'll just give it a quick blast. Alright, so just to finish off, I've just literally gone to my computer and I've just printed my little page title just on a small address label, and all I'm going to do is just trim it out and then just stick it down. Yep, a little bit stuck on my blades there, but never mind. There we go. Right, so all I've got is just the words try. And get them straight. There we go. And then we can come in with black pen and just doodle around those like we would do normally, just to kind of get them to pop, because that's what we do with our journal pages. And like I said before, this year the byword is certainly not perfection. We certainly don't want perfection. And I think I'm going to call that a day. I think I'm going to call it done. Like I said before, and I've said it many times, you don't have to go all in every single time when you're doing art journal pages. Sometimes a simple thing, a simple idea is enough. And I think, yeah, I mean, this is fairly simple, isn't it, really? So I'm going to put just my initials there and put today's date. Is it 23rd today? 23/8/23. And there we go. So that is my quickie art journal page for today. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me put this little art journal page together. If you have, as per usual, please remember to leave that, click the thumbs up button, because it really does help me and the channel. Don't forget you can share the video with your friends, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That's all from me for now. I'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.